Hey guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today I'll be reviewing No Hard Feelings. So No Hard Feelings is the newest raunchy comedy that stars Jennifer Lawrence. And in this movie we see Jennifer Lawrence's character being solicited by this young man's parents who decide that they want to find a way to have their son be pulled out of his shell, and they decide the best way to do that is have some young woman try to, hook up with him and get him to do things that they feel would make him more ready for college. And I have to say right away, this movie definitely earns its R rating. There are some really graphic nude scenes, there's a lot of language, but the movie knows when to pull back and be a little more heartfelt, and that's something I was surprised by. Seeing the trailers, I expected to be this kind of raunchy, ridiculous, over-the-top comedy, and while it does have those elements, and if you're a fan of that style of comedy, you will find it enjoyable, it does have a little bit beneath the surface that I think make it just a little bit better than your average comedy. And when I'm talking about raunchy sexual comedy, I was kind of surprised that Jennifer Lawrence went as hard as she did for this film. There is a scene at night on a beach. If you've seen the movie, you understand what I'm talking about. That completely surprised me. I didn't know that, she was willing to go there or that the film was willing to go there. And there are plenty of moments like that in this movie that are just so crazy and wild but I have to say, at the end of the day, the movie isn't like laugh out loud hilarious the whole time. And also, comedy is a very subjective genre. So while I thought it was kind of average when it came to the comedy, some people might think it's a lot funnier than I do, and I think some other people that don't like raunchy comedy might not think it's funny at all. But circling back to the themes that I had mentioned, this movie really is more about self-discovery and trying to discover who you are and kind of the journey of two individuals to kind of reach the same place but two very different starting points and two very different paths. And I thought that worked actually really well. By the end of the film, I was invested in these characters. I was really rooting for them and understanding who they are. I think Jennifer Lawrence and Andrew Feldman's chemistry works really well. It's intentionally kind of awkward and stilted, particularly in the beginning of the film, but as they come together and as they grow as individuals, I think they play really well off of one another. Jennifer Lawrence gives a really solid performance. She's totally over the top and ridiculous in this movie, something I haven't seen from her in a while. The last film I watched from her was Causeway, which was a very somber yet great film with a very somber performance. This is very different, so I love seeing that range from her, giving her the opportunity to try different roles. So if I were to rate No Hard Feelings, I would actually give it a 7.5 out of 10. It was a lot better than I expected to be, and I think it is because of those more touching themes that are all beneath the surface on this film. If you're going into it for pure comedy, there is that there, but it may not be the funniest movie in the world. So at the end of the day, I thought it was an above average comedy with some great emotion baked into it. So if you end up checking it out, let me know what you thought about it. Did you like it more than I did? Did you like it less than I did? I always love to hear your opinions in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.